Hello, academic colleagues. I'm Clayton Vandiver. I've never used my first name, Albert. Where do I live? I and my family all live together in the land of sunshine, hurricanes, thick humidity, and angry mosquitoes as large as Volkswagens on Florida's first coast, in an area I lovingly refer to as a small town in big city's clothing. It certainly feels that way after living 10 years in Los Angeles. The degree? Well, this class marks my 13th course toward my PhD in communication. Current career? I'm on a personally funded sabbatical, which is a creative spin to say that I'm semi-retired, to complete my PhD, and so very blessed to be able to give my full-time attention to this academic adventure. The degree will hopefully translate into new opportunities to classrooms, both on ground and online, in sharing my media, film, and performing passion once again with students. Where does that passion originate? That's a perfect segue to family, hobbies, interests, and general background. In a career in media spanning 45 years and the nation, and more than 20,000 hours of live radio and more than 50,000 hours of broadcast television, I've worn a lot of hats since graduating from the Radio, TV, and Film Division of California State University, Long Beach. Now, that's the same school where Steve Martin and Steven Spielberg got their starts a few years before me. I've worked as a writer, producer, director, news anchor, editor, photographer, videographer, 3D animator, executive producer, audio technician, radio DJ, on-camera and voiceover talent, stage actor, company founder and corporate CEO, nonprofit government program regional administrator, university professor, corporate media consultant, candidate for public office, and webmaster or board member for multiple charitable organizations. All of these duties have overlapped one another through the years, so I tend to stay very busy. In an early morning side job, I worked in radio and television broadcast news continuously through 3.5 decades of dramatic industry change, and spent the rest of the day in my own production company where I wrote, produced, and directed hundreds of short films for corporations around the world, thousands of commercials and popular television programs for regional or national broadcast on INSP, BET, TBN, and HGTV, Home and Garden Television. I was honored to have been invited to teach in the College of Fine Arts, College of Humanities Communication Division, and the College of Lifelong Learning for Jacksonville University, and more recently as the lead faculty area chair for humanities and sciences at the now-closed North Florida main campus for the University of Phoenix. I earned my Master of Education, Curriculum and Instruction, with a specialty in technology degree from Grand Canyon University, and my MBA with a concentration in HR Management from Louisiana State University, Shreveport. It is always exciting to be able to share with students and colleagues my behind-the-scenes experience of working in the media industry, 10 years of which was in the dynamic Hollywood Los Angeles market. I'm a lifelong fan of film. Few people have more appreciation and respect for the role the media plays in our culture and what influence it wields in our lives. And as film and media studies are much of my teaching, my dissertation topic is tending toward the semiotic use of film dialogue and its communication influence in our culture. While the foundational knowledge, the basic skill set of video production has not changed that I learned from the same professors who taught Spielberg, the tools and their best use techniques continue to evolve. As a communicator with 45 years, yes, that makes me feel so old to hear, of broadcast industry experience to share with the next generation, and in an industry where I fully recognize that technology changes almost daily. I want to keep learning, and I want to stay relevant. I'm not at all at the tail end of an incredible, diverse, and exciting career. I'm doing what I have always done, taking the very first steps each day in the next amazing adventure that God puts before me. I wish the very best to my colleagues and our professor, as we together take that next step in our great adventure. And I'd like to leave you the way Red Skelton closed his show each week from the 1950s to the 1970s by saying to each of you, may God bless.